Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, dear devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. My name is Līlāvatī Mataji from Ecuador, South America. But I have been living here in Mayapur for around 5 years. And currently I'm doing service for JPS Publications as a book translator, books of my Guru Maharaj. And I'm very happy to be here doing that service by the mercy of the Vaishnavas and my Guru Maharaj. About how I started this movement. When I was around 14 years old, I knew these books, Guru Srila Prabhupada's books, and because my father at the time bought the books in Caracas, Venezuela, and then he sent the books to my country. Actually, these books were sent to my country for my older brother because he had some problems. But he never paid attention to these books. So then one day I found these books, Bhagavad Gita in Spanish and Easy Journey to Other Planets. And when I saw this title, Easy Journey to Other Planets, actually I was surprised because I had never found something like this. And immediately I thought, oh, I can travel to other planets with my subtle body, according to what the book explained. And after that, I started reading these books, and then I tried to read Bhagavad Gita, who for me was an amazing book. After reading the explanation that Prabhupada gave us in this book, for me was something like a new life. It was like a new life it was starting. But because of the age, at that time I was just 14 years, so that made that at first I was very interested in this book. But after some years, because I didn't have association with devotees, and I was at that time I was studying at the first year in high school, like I forgot to continue reading these books, and but I keep that knowledge, and sometimes I try to explain to my friends in the school about this, but they never paid attention. They thought that I was a little crazy or something like that, and typical of the age. But years later, when I was 19 years old, I was at first year university, and one day, suddenly, I found again these books while I was cleaning one shelf. And when I found again these books, I thought, wow, again these books. And at that moment, I started remembering again all this knowledge. But at that time, I was an adult. It was easier for me to decide and to read more and more. And one day I decided to look for devotees, and I checked address in the books, and I tried to find the devotees in Quito and Guayaquil. Both are cities of my country, two of the main cities in my country. And but I never found them, so I keep like that, continue reading. And one day, after praying to Krishna that, please, I need to know these devotees I need to know them and ask for other. I had many questions. One day, suddenly, I met them in a park in my city, Manta city. And then when I saw them, I couldn't believe that. Finally, I could meet them. And at that time, I have many questions for them. And I started, after some minutes, I started asking them many questions, and they asked me, how you know about Krishna? So I started explaining to them how I knew this movement. And at first, well, I tried to join the movement, but at first time they said, no, you can't join this movement because you're not enough age to come and join us. So I said, no way, I am enough age to join to this movement. And finally they decided to accepted me, and that's the way I joined the movement, and I started living in a temple. At first as a brahmacharina, and then, well, many things happened. And this of one thing was the fact that one day the moment came when I had to know my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapatākā Swami Maharaj. And one day in one of the programs in the temple in Guayaquil, the president of the temple told us that, announced that Guru Maharaj Jayapatākā Swami was coming to Ecuador. And that was the first time I was going to see him. And finally the day came, and I clearly remember how was the first time I saw him. I saw a tall person, a very nice person, and I don't know what happened, but at that moment I felt that I wanted that person were my spiritual master. And from that moment, I accepted him as my spiritual master, even when I haven't got a first initiation. At the first time that Guru Maharaj came to my country, the first time I saw him, I asked him, I requested him to accept me as his disciple. And then he immediately said that, yes, he accepted me. And then he explained to me that for the next time he came, the next time he was coming to our country, he was going to give me first initiation. And like that, the next time he came, and I remember I took initiation along with other devotees. Marichi Prabhu, I remember Isvaku Prabhu, Divya Mataji from Italy, and someone else, Pat Arturo, who then became Aradhya Krishna Prabhu. And that was my first initiation after taking all the examinations and receiving some instructions from the president from the temple and from Guru Maharaj. We were accepted and we got the first initiation. That was a great moment for me. From that moment I understood that a new life was starting, and that was great. Well, actually, I remember many past times with my Guru Maharaj, especially before he got a stroke. And he always was so merciful, especially to fallen souls like me. And I remember that every time he came to my country, all time he came and to me and he always asked me, "How are you?" I remember sometimes he called me, "How is my little daughter? My little daughter?" And I was so happy hearing that. And I understood that he was so merciful because he knew the kind of person I was. Actually, I consider myself as a very simple person. And I think that was the reason, because he always tried to ask me how I was and how did I feel. And that was great for me because I felt that he was my real father. He was like my spiritual and material father, biological father, even when we know that he's not like that. He's only our spiritual father, but as he was always concerned for his disciples, one thing that he's everything in our lives. He's our father. And that was something very special for me. Actually, at that moment, I considered I had two fathers. Two fathers. Because when I was very young, I couldn't live with my father because my parents had to go to another country to work, because they were very simple but very fighter for us. And I felt like that time it was very sad for me. And when I joined the movement, my parents was again with me, but I felt that something was, I needed something else. So to meet Guru Maharaj for me was like to complete all the family. And that was very nice for me. After I got the first initiation, many things happened. I married a devotee. Unfortunately, the devotee couldn't stay in the marriage life. And I started living alone. I had children. I got children, 3 sons and 1 daughter. One moment I realized that I was alone with my children. But even like that, I felt that Guru Maharaj was worried for me, and he always tried to ask me how I was. And spiritually, he tried to help me to strengthen my spiritual life. But for any reason, sometimes Maya is so strong, and Maya controls everything, was almost everything. I remember something very special that happened to me when I was before to get married. It was that one day I wanted to know other temples, and I asked my Guru Maharaj if I can visit other temples. And at that time he told me, okay, you can visit this or that temple. But I told him, no, I prefer this or that place. And he told me, oh, it's okay. So maybe you can visit the temple in Rome, Italy. And I'm going because I told him previously that I also wanted to go to India. And actually for me it was a little difficult because, actually I didn't have enough money for traveling, and I knew that I was not a good, I wasn't good in business. So even like that, I tried to collect some money for going to travel to India. But Guru Maharaj told me, you can visit Italy, and after some months I can go for you and take you to India, because I have to do some things in Italy. So it's a good opportunity for me to go, and I can take you with me to Madras, South India. And he told me you can stay there sometime and to check if you like the place, etc. And I said, wow, it's okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to take this opportunity to go to Italy. I was at that time, I think, 24 years old. And I went to Italy, and I was some months there in Rome, in the temple. But when I was there, actually the temple was great. And they have beautiful programs, nice programs, classes, everything was very nice in that temple. But as Maya is so strong, at least stronger than us, suddenly one day when Mataji told me, Mataji, if you want to stay here, you can do it, but please don't think that your Guru Maharaj is going to come for you. You know, Guru Maharaj is a very busy person. He has to do this or that here and there. So I don't think he's going to come for you. And so when she told me that, I thought, no, Guru Maharaj told me that he was coming for me. So I think he's going to come. But for many times, every time she met me, she told me the same. Mataji, please, I tell you, really, don't wait for him. He's not going to come, at least not for you. Maybe he's going to come, but for some important things he have to do here. But and actually, at that time, I thought she's trying me to leave the temple and something like that. But then I understand that Maya was trying to do that. And at that time, I thought, at one moment, I thought, wow, Krishna, it's like you are telling me that. So it's okay. I had to go back to my country. But that was Maya who was trying to me to leave. And finally, I decided to go back to my country. But after exactly 1 month, my Guru Maharaj came back to Ecuador. And when I saw him, I tried to hide because I didn't want him to see me, because actually it was a shame for coming back before and not to follow his instructions. And I was hide behind a column and foundation. I don't know how to say. And he was trying to hide. And suddenly I was turning around the column, and suddenly he appeared in front of me, and he told me, why? So at that moment I felt very bad, because when he asked me, why you came back without waiting for me? So at that moment I thought, Krishna. So I didn't know what to say at that moment. I only said, Guru Maharaj, please forgive me. Actually, I didn't trust you, but now I feel so bad because I didn't follow your instructions, and he told me, wow, I was very sad when I got the temple and I asked about you to some devotees, they told me, no, Līlāvatī Mataji already left. She went back to her country. She said that she couldn't wait because maybe you weren't coming for her. And so he told me, when the devotees told me that, it was so sad for me because I went for you. I promised I was coming for you to Rome, and I did it. So I was so sad because I thought, where she's now, maybe she didn't went back to the temple or something like that. And actually for me it was very sad to hear my Guru Maharaj telling me that, because as I didn't consider myself with an important person, so important devotee. So I thought my Guru Maharaj was worried for me why I did this. So, but like this, many things happened, and now I can remember and realizing that Guru Maharaj is always worried for all his disciples, good or bad disciples, whatever, whoever. He's always worried for all his disciples, and he doesn't forget his promises. So something else I can remember about my Guru Maharaj is that as I had to stay with my children alone, I had to do service in the temple and at home, taking care of them every time, all day, and work and do this, that. So one moment I couldn't continue doing any service at the temple. And I felt so bad because, you always have to do something in the temple. And once, one devotee said, oh, this Mataji is very lazy. She doesn't want to do anything for Guru Maharaj in the temple or etc. So actually I felt very bad after hearing that. And at that time I came for the first time to India, to Mayapur. It was in 96, and I came with some other Matajis. And one day my Guru Maharaj, after a class, he asked to have some conversation with some devotees, some Matajis. And I remember that because I felt sad for that. The devotee told. And I asked Guru Maharaj, and I told him, Guru Maharaj, I have a question for you. One devotee said that I'm very lazy, that I don't want to do any service for you, but I'm feeling very bad for that, Guru Maharaj. And then Guru Maharaj looked at me and he told me, who is that devotee? So I told him, no, Guru Maharaj, I prefer not to say his name. And he told me, don't pay attention to anyone, don't pay attention. Now you are with your children alone, you have to work, you have for them, and you have to do this and that, don't pay attention. The only service I ask you is that if you can try to become your children devotees, that's the best service you can do for me. That's the only service I want for me. If you can get that, that's something that is going to please me a lot. So after hearing Guru Maharaj, I was very happy because finally that feeling of sadness disappeared, and from that moment I tried to remember that my mission in this earth was to try my children become devotees, and well, until now I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to reinforce everything for their spiritual life, and now I think that Krishna is fulfilling this desire to fulfill the desire of Guru Maharaj to that my children are devotees. And it has been very hard in the sense that, well, it's difficult to support your children by yourself. But when I remember the instruction, direct instruction from my Guru Maharaj, I feel happy because that's my mission to stay in this, to try to my children keep us devotees forever, and that's something that I hope at in any moment to show to my Guru Maharaj that my children finally get initiation. Now it has been a little difficult, but they are devotees, and that's very important for me. That's the main achievement I can get in this material life. That's something very important for me. And after many things, many pastimes with my Guru Maharaj, after first initiation, I also wanted second initiation of as many devotees. But one day, I tried to get second initiation, and actually I wanted. But at the same time, I said, no, it's not the moment. Now it's not the moment. But one day, in the temple in Guayaquil, devotees told me, you want to take second initiation? And I said, yes. And then we were prepared with some question and answers for taking assessment. And I gave I took the assessment, and everything was okay. And then Guru Maharaj said, it's okay, these devotees are going to take second initiation. And well, we were in the fire ceremony previous to receive the mantra from Guru Maharaj. But I still thought that I was not ready for second initiation. And then, as Krishna knew this, at the moment of Guru Maharaj was giving the mantra, one Mataji, first, he didn't have enough time to give to all of us the mantra Gayatri. And then one Mataji was crying because Guru Maharaj was leaving, and he couldn't give her the Gayatri mantra. And then as this Mataji was crying, Guru Maharaj, we were in the airport at that moment, and Guru Maharaj said, quickly, it's okay, she can come quickly. And she gave her the mantra Gayatri, and after that she stopped crying. And then the devotee said, okay, who else want to come? But I stayed like that because I didn't feel like I was ready to take second initiation. And at that moment, someone told him, Guru Maharaj, you have to, you can take more time for that. You have to leave, and etc. And at that moment, Guru Maharaj said, okay, so next time. So, but I think it was Krishna who did that, because actually I didn't feel like I was ready. And like that, many years passed after that. And went to live outside because I needed to work harder for my children. So I used to work as an English teacher, ESL teacher, and in one school. And for me, it was very hard because I had to support my children, and I had to work hard to help them. And I was a little like a part of the movement, but Krishna and my spiritual master were always in my heart. It's difficult to forget Krishna and your spiritual master. And like that, it was actually I stay a little apart because I didn't have time to be in this. Of course, I keep my spiritual life, but I couldn't do any other service as always. And just when my children were almost or adults, one moment I decided to, stop this. I can't continue anymore working outside. I need to have to get a devotees association, and I can't stay like this. And at that moment, I decided to come here to Mayapur Dam and to start a new life again. And from that moment, I am here for 5 years. And now, by Krishna's mercy, I have got 1 more year. And I'm very grateful to Vaishnava's blessings and my Guru Maharaj and Krishna for giving me this new year here. And well, now my desire is to keep serving to my Guru Maharaj, doing the translation of his books, because that's for me. Now my children don't need me anymore, at least not in material life, on the spiritual life, because I try every day to keep them in the spiritual life. And actually it has been not difficult for me because they are very good boys. They're always trying to keep in the principles, and they keep like devotees, and Krishna has blessed me with that. And now my life is to stay here, continuing with this service to translate the books of my Guru Maharaj. Something that I try to do the best way, because that's everything for me, my service. Now if I stop the service, I don't know what I'm going to do, because this is something that I like. I can read everything what Guru Maharaj has written, to know something else about Guru Maharaj, and that's my life. And before the stroke that Guru Maharaj suffered, I was used to seeing Guru Maharaj always coming to me and ask me different things, and I was always happy for that. But after the stroke, the first time I saw him after the stroke, it seems that he didn't recognize me. But, well, unless that was what I thought, but that was not true. Actually, Guru Maharaj after the stroke could remember everything and all the people. But for any reason, I always thought that I felt that Guru Maharaj didn't recognize me, because I was used to receive all his attention to me. So that's this change after the stroke. And one day I saw him in the street here in Mayapur, but he saw me like a different person. He only saw me, in past. So, and many times like that. So I started feeling sad because I thought, oh, Guru Maharaj doesn't remember me. So I was so sad for that. And I always repeat that to me, that Guru Maharaj doesn't remember me. But one day, I was in the street next to his building, his room, and Guru Maharaj was coming with his servants, and he was talking to another Mataji about her service, and I was recording a video for this Mataji, and when they finished talking, he was again passing with his servants, and suddenly Guru Maharaj looked at me and he asked me, "How are you?" in Spanish, "¿Cómo estás?" So, and then one devotee told him, "Līlāvatī Mataji from Ecuador." But he looked at him as telling him, "I know who is her, so who's she?" So Guru Maharaj continued asking me, "How are you? How is your eyes problems?" Because he knew I got eyes problems 2 years ago. And when I heard that, immediately, because some minutes ago I was wondering while he was talking to this Mataji, I thought, oh, for sure he's not going to remember me. But when he asked me that, it was like he was answering that question. No, I remember you. I remember you. But so it was something very mystical that at that moment, because wow, when he asked me, oh, Krishna, he can remember me. He remembered me. So at that moment, I realized that he never forget anybody. And at that moment, I felt so happy because, wow, Guru Maharaj was asking me many questions about me and my daughter, who also lives here in India. But for me, it was great. Guru Maharaj can remember me. So that was amazing for me. And it was his answer to my question. And I realized at that moment, Guru Maharaj is so special. He can know what you are thinking. And devotees usually say that. Guru Maharaj knows what you are thinking. And sometimes you can think, no, that's impossible. But when you see these kind of things, I don't know how this works, but it seems that like he can know everything, because when you see this kind of situation, you say, wow, that's true. Guru Maharaj can know what you're feeling. And another Mataji told me something like this, that one day she was wondering if she had to do this or that. And she tried to talk to Guru Maharaj, and he tried to ask him about if she can do or not that. But for any reason, it was very difficult for her to contact Guru Maharaj, to talk to him. But one day, Guru Maharaj was taking he was going for a walk with some servants, and suddenly he saw her, and immediately he turned and he asked him, "Yes, you can do that." So she said that at that moment she couldn't believe. She was asking that to Guru Maharaj, but in her mind. So at that moment she said, I couldn't believe that. Guru Maharaj answered my question, even if I didn't ask him directly, but he could know what was in my mind. So this kind of things makes you realize the great personality is Guru Maharaj. So I don't know, Guru Maharaj is something not only very special. Sometimes, well, this is true, not because I'm thinking about that. Guru Maharaj is someone different. When you read the scriptures and you read that these kind of souls came here only with a purpose, not because they had to come. And when you see these kind of things, you realize that that's true. Guru Maharaj is not an ordinary person. He's not an ordinary devotee. He's a great personality. And we can see that every day. Every time he gives a class, every time he say or do something, you can realize that Guru Maharaj is someone out of this material world. He's a very important person, spiritually talking. He's someone totally different. We can't compare him with other kind of important person in this material world. He's someone unique person. And about Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, I think that Srila Prabhupada was also an incredible person, amazing soul, a devotee sent by Krishna directly to help us. I think that Srila Prabhupada, when he decided that Guru Maharaj stay here in Mayapur, helping with the preaching and other things, Srila Prabhupada knew who Guru Maharaj was. That's why he trusts him to stay here. So now what I think is that both of them are great personalities, great souls sent by Krishna to this material world to help us. That's my conclusion. Something very important for me and very special for me is about Guru Maharaj is when I remember how loving he was with my children. Something very special and very important for me is when I remember how loving and merciful was Guru Maharaj with my children. As he knew that my children grew up without a father, he always tried to be like a father with my children. Every time he went to my country, and every time my children saw him, they ran to him and they embraced him. And Guru Maharaj always accepted that patiently, mercifully, and that was so nice for me because I realized how loving and merciful was my Guru Maharaj. And that, I think that this was like one of the main reasons why my children now are devotees, because they always received the mercy of Guru Maharaj directly, always embracing them. I remember that when they were little kids, they were run to Guru, close to Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj used to hold their hands and spin them around him, and they were very happy. And many times this happened, and this was, for me, these were very special moments because I could see how my Guru Maharaj gave his mercy to my children. And for me, that was, wow, something very, very special. I'm very grateful to my Guru Maharaj for giving them this mercy to them, because I consider that they are what they are now because Guru Maharaj gave them attention every time, and because he was very merciful to them, and I think that was one of the main reasons. And for me, this is something that I keep in my memories forever, ever, how merciful was Guru Maharaj with my children and with me. Thank you very much.